had spent one more evening at Broken Waters Keep. You had the funeral for Lysandra, Neose, and of course Cassian. And you'd been visited by Hawk, who had given you the Waystone and Port Key. Just a brief reminder of that: the Waystone is a larger Waystone, so it can't be moved. It's in your Broken Waters Keep. However, the Port Key is a unique version of a Waystone where if you cement it down, you can then go to and from the original Waystone at Broken Waters Keep as much as you want, as long as you're not moving. And once you've brought it back up, unrooted it, it needs a 24-hour cooldown.
I did have a few questions. No, I'm joking.
Okay, I was going to say, any more questions on that? As you've gone around, Hawk arrived, you guys planned out like a brief idea of where to go, and you decided that the best direction was to head towards Stormwind and at least secure your ship. Yes?
Yes.
Any questions on that?
Not on that. Just, Alex, you going to switch your camera on?
Oh, hold on, I have to unplug it from one thing to the
Yeah,
next.
isn't it? We've got to see the face, otherwise there's no good.
Yeah. It's the only reason I come to this thing.
It loses its rewatchability when there's no camera.
I'll go on camera, just give me 1 second.
Just make it into a podcast then.
No.
Yeah.
This is either going to plug in a second mouse or plug in...
Excuse me.
Let's plug in a second mouse. God damn it.
Hmm?
Every time, because they're both Logitech, it bamboozles me. Forms the wool over my eyes.
Just a bit easily confused, aren't you?
I think you of all people aren't allowed to say that.
Hey, when I'm sober, I'm unstoppable. Don't give me that look, Adam.
You see me?
Yeah.
We can.
So...
Oh, that's better.
So,
You're a little
yeah,
off
so-
center.
That's because one monitor's up, like, where you guys are looking. Is really... You know my monitor layout. You've been here.
Yeah, no, I just mean your face isn't in the middle of the thing.
Yeah, because it won't stretch that far. Is that better?
Yeah, kinda.
Let me open up the-
Alright, I'm just heckling now.
Okay, so, yeah, it's called Stormwind.
That's the last note I have. Tomaway's ship is in Stormwind. Stormwind is a lawless pirate town.
Tomaway's ship, I'm not sure is, but it is
And
definitely
Willow loves it.
a lawless pirate town. So, what you know about Stormwind is that it's actually supposed to be part of the Midland domain. However, half of the populace don't know that, and they think they're Ancian. And so there is this like huge power struggle continuously, where like brawls happen over it, and then like a massive amount of the people also just don't give a shit. Stormwind is known for being like a mercenary hub spot. It's got the Hunters Guild, where Dravik had originally sought out. It is an absolute cesspit of a city, and it's larger width than it is in height. Most of the buildings are one story, but there's vast amounts of them. It has one of the finest docks, though. That is the only aspect of it that it is positive. But anyway, you wake up. It's this crisp winter's morn. The snow is quite heavy. It's been coming down overnight, and you pull your winter cloaks. So imagine your like Navy hero cloaks that you've had in the past. Obviously, some of you lost your original ones during the battle, but you've got these now thick wool ones that just like really make you all snug and warm. You've got your traveling gear. Your horses have been all saddled and ready, and Richard, the captain of the now called Wardens, awaits you out in the courtyard with 12 men mounted up. My lords, my ladies, I have prepared 12 guards to accompany you as far as Maidenhead. They'll then double back and report to Kirkwall with scouting and surroundings. From Maidenhead, you'll make it on your own towards Stormwind.
Well, I always like to know who I'm travelling with, so please, gentlemen, introduce yourselves.
Oh, that was a flashbang.
Oh my god, just give me fucking name generating.
You have to generate it in your own brain.
No, it doesn't work like
It
that.
does, that's why it's good.
Where would Stormwind be on the map?
Jannon and Flannan and
It's just
Blannan.
over the mountains.
Oh, what, like north of Lake Down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wilfred.
Mm-hmm.
Armin.
Uh-huh.
Jonathan.
Oh, God.
Christophus. Pericles. Giro. Moses. Shosborough. Airy and Make. 8, 9, 10. Momoko and Eula.
Yeah.
And by the way,
I've written that down, Tom.
I've lost those original names
1, 2,
immediately.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I missed one earlier, unfortunately. In between Christophs and Jura. I didn't catch.
That's probably Timothy and Jared.
I think I would have remembered that. But that's fine. Timothy and
I'd regen the
Jared.
names.
Okay, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, perfect.
My lord, Timothy says as he rides up to you.
He's going to say a lot of the talking, isn't he?
Thank you for remembering my name of all names. I fought beside you when we rescued the injured from the hospital. The hospice with inside the walls at Middengard.
Yes, I remember you very well, Timothy. Songs will
I'll be
sang.
the captain. I'll be the captain of this party. What? We sung no songs?
No, songs will be sang of your
Oh,
bravery.
perfect. I like that. I'm an excellent singer.
Oh, that's good to know. All right then.
Could you sing one for us now, Angel?
No, I'm not an excellent singer, but Timothy is, and I could certainly feel rallied before a journey, maybe with a little.
Well, luckily I packed my loot.
Great.
I just thought, like you were the one that saw Timothy and all of his acts of bravery. Like he couldn't sing that song about himself. That wouldn't be very humble.
Oh, you
would
want
it?
me
So-
to sing for Timothy one
Oh,
of his
please don't.
songs?
Well, I
Please
think
don't,
at
no,
the very least you should write the song, right?
I'm just a knight. I'm not a hero like you. I allow me to serenade you lot.
I'll put my hand on Timothy's shoulder and go.
He's on a horse.
I'm gonna put my hand on Timothy's knee, and I'm gonna go. We're gonna need every person in this fight. We're all heroes here.
I look forward to scouting the way and defending you should we encounter any rogue Northmen.
I'll take my hand off
No.
his knee.
Your horses are ready. Your Grace, I believe Durin has prepared you an Uruk. And out from this stable comes this shaggy Uruk. It's missing one of its eyes, and it's got like a golden sort of shield across its eye, in chains and buckles around the back of its head, and its horn is like battle hardened and scarred. One of its horns has been chipped off and replaced by like a steel wedge instead.
I recognise this Uruk.
No.
Ah, hello there, little one. And I'll just go and nuzzle it.
It just aggressively grunts, and you notice it being super kind of shying away from you, like it's seen its battles. But as it turns to go back into the stable, Bleaty leaves, and then it kind of looks at Bleaty and it turns around and goes and queues up with the rest of the horses. And Bleaty just kind of throws you like a. And Bleaty trots over. Riding Bleaty is Nubbins. He's strapped into a miniature saddle, and his cloak is billowing. And he's got a little winter hat on. He's got a beanie with his ears through 2 holes in the beanie.
Nice. Well, I was thinking, do we need the entire party on this mission? Because, as I said previously, there is quite a significant dome of hellish evil which could head this way at any point. Perhaps we should leave potentially 2 specifically chosen ones to guard while we leave.
Leaf arrives. Freya will remain with me until tomorrow. Once you've set up the portkey in Stormwind, she will accompany you. There are political events regarding the elves that require both elf characters.
Characters?
Oh, people. Elves.
Right. People
I
are
try not
elves.
side eye him.
He wouldn't see anyway.
Yeah, he's-
Oh shit!
Laura.
What? As she replies.
Detect.
Oh no. He's out. You can only see his torso out the window up above. We're dealing with elf things.
Mm.
Roll,
maybe
roll for pregnancy. Roll for pregnancy.
You seem to like. Okay.
Hearing a one-sided conversation.
Now you have to.
Yep.
Could be the one.
Let's roll. Oof.
Story of my life, am I right?
Never mind.
We're gonna have to be concerned the day you said, I don't need to roll for this one.
No, it doesn't matter. So you'll mount up in your lovely little like decrepit / half built rebuilt courtyard of Broken Waters Keep. Devland, you've got a war horse as you're accustomed to riding, regardless of your stature. Angel, this is a new horse, seeing as you lost your one in Middengard. This is lovely, like pale free grey. It's this immaculate, like charcoaly grey.
I lost my horse?
Yeah, because you obviously teleported.
Mm.
That's okay. You've had like 8 horses since the start of this campaign.
Yeah.
Lulan, you've got a lovely white horse.
Grey.
So, am I not riding Hestia?
I mean, you can do if you want, to be fair. The horses do not like being near Hestia. You notice that the Uruk doesn't give a shit. And Bleaty also doesn't care. But all the other horses are like timid around Hestia, and like the knights are struggling to rein their horses in because of Hestia's approach.
Just as like a general question about this town, Stormwind, does it have much of like what am I trying to say here? Like a guard authority? I know it's very much a mercenary based town.
Timothy like lifts his helm up. Yes, well they typically they vote in their own dukedoms. There isn't a family there that rule it. It'll be an elected count, one of the Midland ones. However, they vote every couple of years. Although I believe this one has served his 8th year. His name is Duke von Barrow.
Oh dear.
I don't like bonds.
He's a dwarf.
Means nothing these days.
Now, the only reason I bring it up is, will bringing Hestia be a concern both for Hestia's sake, in case of like bandits and people trying to, snatch her, even though she's big at the moment?
Well,
or,
it's the Monsters Hunters Guild is there, to be fair. They may mistake her for a monster.
So maybe this is one of those where she sits it out for her own sake.
Oh, okay. I mean, you make a good
Hestia
point.
can live in the keep. She can always come through the port key.
Okay, I'll convey to Hestia that you got to stay here, girl. Guard the elves. You'll come through when they do.
And everybody else. Everybody here.
Yeah.
Guard everybody.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the
yeah.
Robins are like...
just making sure, we've got a Freya on our hands.
Yeah. Willow's like, once you guys have done all the riding and I've got my new arm, set up the port key and I'll come right on through.
Alright. Have we set up like a scheduled kitchen time for them to huck that food through, or are we going to do that later?
Well, it'll be when your port key's set up, so probably wait till you're at the...
I thought you said food could come
Stormwind.
through at any point.
No, the port key needs to be rooted into the ground. But
Alright.
once it's rooted, it can, yeah. Remember, there's then a 24-hour cooldown when you lift it up.
Okay.
You've got about a week's ride ahead of you, so let's get riding.
Let's go.
Can I ask
I'll get
one
on my
final
nice white
question
horse
about the port key? Just about the 24-hour cooldown. Does that mean that we can't make camp and use the port key and then raise camp in the morning, move on, and place it again that evening?
Yeah, it has to be 24 hours since you've lifted it out of the
A
ground.
full 24 hours, so it would be like every other day.
Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Also won't work on naval travel unless you're at anchor. Right. The journey begins. So you travel out of Broken Waters Keep, and within half the day you're already passing through Juno Village. Now this village is just a farming town. There's nothing special about it. There's a couple of watchtowers, some town garrison there. This is probably the most soldiers that's ever been in Juno Village, because between Broken Waters Keep and Kirkwall is this kind of like this line, right? This defense line which covers Candle Keep and Juno Village. And so you pass through it with absolute ease. Your armed escort leading the way in a flying wedge formation. You travel across wooded lands, burrows, and hills, across these lovely snowscapes. All the winter harvest has been reaped in, and so this land is just like ready for spring whenever it arrives. The first couple of days pass with absolute ease. On the second day, you might want to drop the port key down to get some food if you want. But unless there's anything you'd like to discuss in camp, we'll just keep moving.
How many days is it to get there?
It's about
week.
7 days.
We'll do a
Riding.
port key as a test.
Yeah.
Maybe get like a kitchen
so,
staff to
like,
come through and come back at.
On the third day, you pull out your bag, and it's this similar to a waystone, but it's on like a little tiny spear. And it's a spear made of this like blue storm like crystal, which glimmers almost as if thunder has been encased in it. And you drive it into the ground, and this barrier forms around you. And in that barrier, you can, on the other side of it, you can see the inside of Broken Waters Keep.
Ooh. When you say a barrier, is it like a shield dome around us?
Yeah, so whilst you're in that dome, you're actually in Broken Waters Keep. So if you step in and out.
Interesting. And can we test if someone outside of the dome tries to come into it, can they get in?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So that's fine. Cool.
So while you're in there, Damien Volo pops his head in and comes into the camp. My God, it works! What true magic and wisdom that hawk must... He must tell us at one point how he's done it. For us to just be able to have a waystone with absolute guidance like this is truly perfection. I'm surprised none of you asked me to travel with you. I know you're very keen on my bedtime stories. Oh, I see you're camped already. Well, I've got some sausages here and some garlic and some fresh bread. Why don't I tell you a story or two?
Well, did you manage to cook
Yeah.
up any health potions as well?
Oh, I did indeed, Mr. Angel. Give me one. Any like rummages around this bag. You will get 1 health potion, which will recover 3 HP.
Ooh.
Sweet. Bring that down.
I also have this. Give me 1 second. A smoke bomb, sir, for you. I believe I've been going through Tink's old notebook, so this might work, or it might just create some sort of black ink. Secondly, for young Master Dwarf here, I have a potion of strength. If you drink this, you should have an absolutely encouraging time. You'll feel more invulnerable. You'll feel stronger than ever.
Thank you very much.
Young Master
Is this
Halfling.
one of your prototype recipes, or have you actually tested this one?
This is a prototype, so please do tell me how you feel. Now,
Wonderful.
young Master Halfling, I have a prototype for you as well.
Oh boy.
Should you drink this, you shouldn't receive any damage from falling.
Shouldn't being the operative word there, I believe.
Hopefully. So, say you're falling and you have enough time to pop the cork and have a good old swig, you should be okay.
Okay.
Or
Would you
everyone
rather
in your
swig
body
that
will
or travel
punch out.
down as a thunderbolt?
Will he bounce?
Yes.
Will he bounce? That is an excellent question, Lulan.
I suppose
Perhaps.
we'll just have to find out.
And now, the Lady Lulan, this is something that we had already experienced in Broken Waters Keep. But should you, I believe your plan is to sail this ship that you're seeking, and possibly to the Golden Sands, and given your previous experience there, this may come in handy. It is a potion of camouflage. However, this time, it truly will transform you. Now, please be aware that drinking it transforms you physically, and thus, should you become a halfling, it might hurt. during transformation.
Oh.
But it's a prototype. It might be okay.
Mm-hmm.
He
Okay.
adjusts his collar
And
slightly.
Was there any? I know it's not been long, but any progress on that sort of element magic stopping final vial I gave you?
The task you set me 2 days ago.
Yes, I'm just checking.
No.
There's
It's
also-
still ongoing. But Tink's invention of liquidizing the gas was an absolute genius. But I believe we're close to pursuing it. If you find any more of that from, the source, that would be great.
Yes, if you
Um,
spoke a little bit to Casanova.
I have indeed. The
Good.
Juno berries, or elderberries, that formula is something he and his sister came up with, although he went into his own craft of these puppets, which, by the way, he hands you one of the robins, and there's been some advancements to it. And it, cheeps and, jumps on your shoulder.
Cool.
Nubbins is, swatting at it and trying to get it off of you.
Thank
Bit
you.
of jealousy. Oh my god, Dan, I thought that was your guinea pig then. I was like, what the... What? Oh, it's very deep.
She's coming
In-
to eat.
In terms of the potion of camouflage and
Yes.
it turning physically, am I still me? Do I still? Okay, great, lovely.
Well, it depends if you think the...
Definition, doesn't it?
Yes, it depends on your definition, exactly. You'll be you emotionally, I believe. Physically, no.
Strength and all that.
No.
Oh.
Well, actually, I don't know. That's a good question. Why don't you drink it and then you tell me? We can always have a fifth generation of adjustments. Anyway,
Do we want to
here's-
know what's in any of these, or
No.
just yeah? I didn't think so.
Okay.
Here's your dinner.
Thank you.
Now, the story I have to tell you, and he tells you this lovely story. You feel well rested. You fall asleep in
What
your
was the
tent.
general theme of the story?
It was a passionate tale of a man sneaking into windows, and having multiple sexual partners.
I'm sure that went down a treat.
His name was Angel Fernando.
Was that part of his book? His latest chapter?
Yeah, it's just a book of Angel Fernandez, chapter 1.
Yeah, just prototyping it. We're his beta testers.
All the
beta
time.
readers.
No notes.
Um,
I thought it was great.
Can I take a moment to go talk to Lulan, please?
Absolutely.
So probably on the journey. So I don't know if this will be in the night. Oh, Charlie's here.
Oh.
Scribbles?
Get out of here! You made your bed.
The voice coming out for the right thing. Give me 1 second.
We can hear you.
This is the craziest twist of all time.
It's not the craziest twist. I'm not coming in to join in the D&D, but I did want to just say one very quick thing.
Do you need us to end a stream? Because this is
No.
currently being streamed. Okay, good.
I want to have a house party on the 3rd of May, if people would like to come.
Oh.
Oh.
3rd of May. I think we can definitely do that.
I can do that.
3rd of May. I would love all of you to come, except Tom. I didn't realize Tom was here.
Yeah, that's what I don't think I could make
No.
it.
Tom,
Tom's always
no, Tom.
coming,
Of course, you're so
24/7.
welcome. You're
No,
so
like,
welcome.
genuinely.
But yeah, obviously, don't feel obliged, but it would be 3rd of May. It would probably be get there for I don't know, 3-ish, 4-ish, and then everyone will be welcome to stay over. And including you, Tom. I have got Rose has a little house outside that she uses to play dolls in. You'd have a little bed in
Well,
there.
Tom would be like, you just see the roof and then arms and legs sticking out the window.
But in all seriousness, I really want you guys all to come down. I'll send the address in one of the group chats, and everyone can stay. That is also Easter weekend, so
Nice. Oh.
No, it isn't.
Oh, no, it's not.
Yeah, it is. It's
Easter
May
weekend.
bank holiday
May.
next day.
It's May bank holiday weekend, isn't it?
No, but bank holiday weekend.
Yeah, but it's not.
Chess got me.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
It's
They're like the
maybe
Monday
not.
isn't a day. The Monday
Yeah.
isn't a day, so like
Yeah,
if
perfect.
people,
That sounds sick then. Yeah.
so it means that everyone could travel back, and it'll be really sick to have you all. Anyway, so sorry to intrude. I just thought I'd pop in and invite.
Before Charlie goes, can we all just appreciate how good the quality on his camera is?
Literally.
We can
That
appreciate
is
it.
absurd.
It's almost like I helped set it up.
It's Alex. I have taken some videography advice from Alex. Funnily enough, don't have an OnlyFans, but it is the I'll send a
Yeah,
picture
right.
in the group chat of my setup very quickly, just so.
Can you include a foot in there?
A foot?
Yeah, I mean, if this is the start of your OnlyFans, I think there should be a foot in the picture.
Charlie's OnlyFans is just his asshole. Like extreme close up.
But only close-up shots.
Yeah, extreme close up, yeah.
Why? 1 second, I'm just popping it in the general
It's him
chat.
pooing out grains of rice. That's it.
Fucking hell.
Tom, do you want to just update the stream title to make sure it says 18 plus?
I can't wait for Lord Gun HD to rock up
I
to
was-
this house party.
I was about to say, I don't think he's there.
Look at that
Style.
GH6.
There you go. It's sitting and chilling. Anyway, I will let you guys all crack on. Lovely to see
Nice.
everyone, and have a sick D&D. But just to remember to remind everyone, 3rd of May, and everyone stays over.
What's Scribbles doing in this exact second?
Furiously masturbating. No,
Cave of woe.
probably right now he's. What would he actually be doing?
I know what
Is
he's doing.
Timmy and/or Bleaty both still alive and well?
Timmy
Right.
runs a circus.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And Bleaty is with them right now.
Then probably I'd be quite happy lying in a field, just kind of contemplating the fact that the whole end of the world is not my problem anymore. But you know, it's a good life.
Good to know.
Well,
You
see
did dodge a Scribbles dodged a bullet, man. It was miserable.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
thought no retirement was an option.
No, I mean,
Don't give him any ideas. Devlin, you're here to stay.
No.
But yeah, no. Anyway, lots of love, guys. Have a lovely rest of your D&D session. I will catch you all
Yeah.
soon.
Talk to you, man.
Love you,
See
bye.
you later.
Bye.
Bye.
Scribbles is not in a field of happiness.
Oh.
Scribbles is in a cave.
He's in purgatory.
Has he
Big
gone
probe.
mad and he thinks he's in a field?
Yeah, he is a character that may come up. Whether if Charlie or not plays him, we'll discuss. But
Oh my god.
you will see Scribbles again in one way or another.
Spoilers.
Scribbles will
You'll
return.
have a lovely night's sleep.
Wait,
and
hang on.
wake
Those
up
two
and-
still they at the moment.
Do it next
Voltrum
day.
and,
Oh, sorry.
Do it
Yes,
we'll
yeah.
do it next day. We'll do it next day. It's fine.
Oh.
You get up, ride, you camp again the next day. You're close enough to Maidenhead that
Now you can have the
We're having a
conversation.
chat.
We were
There you
chatting on the road, you bastard.
No, but
Oh,
you
you
just
wanna
said
down the road?
you just said
Yeah.
you were going to do it in the next day.
In the day.
Okay, so
I understood
everyone's
that how.
trotting. Your horses are trotting across like flat, snowy land. The men are chatting amongst themselves, and you ride up to Lulun and your Uruk.
I do. Lulan, how is this alternate form you're able to take going?
I don't. What? Do you want to know more about it or how I'm feeling about it?
Well, I've only heard stories of the first time you used it in everyone's presence because of being dead.
Mm.
And then that second time seemed to go quite similarly to the first, which is that friend from foe was difficult to discern. How can we
Yeah.
help you?
If I'm being honest, there's not much that I know about it, other than the more I use it, I will maybe learn to control it. But I think that's something that I have to do quite often. A lot of trial and error. Although, I mean, we just figured out that if you shackle me, I'm great. I have a better time. It's not a form I'm very comfortable with, if I'm being honest. Which I guess is kind of ironic in terms of it's actually my heritage and the magic I am more comfortable with is the one that I got, I was transformed into and abused into, and all that lovely stuff. So
So how
I
can
don't
we
know.
help?
I don't know. Just don't be around. If I have to go full demon, don't be there.
Can we not do it in a controlled way?
No. There's as soon as I become it, I am just something else, and I don't like it. But I also know it's something I have to overcome, because if I don't, then it puts everyone at danger, and I kind of like you all, so yeah. I
If that's
mean,
what you wish.
I wish there was a way. I wish there was a manual script, but I didn't get given any. This got unlocked, and I was thrown off the deep end and told a lot of skeptic information, elusive information, and told to just deal with it. So
Juro
Here we
rides
are.
up to you. Have you ever thought about seeking out your people?
yeah, I have done that. I've been.
Maybe if you find them again, they'll finish teaching you what you need to know.
If they're not all dead, yeah. The last time I saw,
Juro rides off.
the last time I
Take
saw
my
them,
leave.
the last time I saw them was when they were battling that creature I told you that is going to be hunting me, who I think is my brother. It's all a bit confusing. I'm the first of my own people to be born and not created, so I don't know what that means for me in terms of my future. Whether I can birth something, I don't fucking know. But yeah, I'm not natural in any means, in any of my heritage. I was created through abuse, and then I wasn't even made the way my own people were made, so I don't know where that really leaves me. I'm in a limbo between everything and also an outcast in everything, so I guess you guys are the only real family I've really had, and even that I still feel a bit of an outsider with, because you all have your own claims to your own heritage and your own whatever, so I think I'm just grasping at straws and hoping for the best. Anyway, on I go.
I don't want you to lose sight of the fact that we know who you are, which is your Lula.
I
And
guess.
that means the world to us. So please don't think sourly of this. We do have responsibilities, some of which we did not choose. Some of which we are questioning our own ability to perform. No one
I respect that.
No one knows what they're doing here.
No, I think
If you don't know either, you're just one of the party.
yeah.
And we're happy to have you.
I just wished I had not the same burden as everyone, but I wish I had something to strive for, other than just chasing everyone else's coattails and running from a demon that wants to kill me, or whatever he is, brother. I don't fucking know. Brother, father, weird thing.
Why do I have a feeling we'll have a similar conversation in years to come, where you're running at him, not from him?
I hope.
I hope so too.
Thanks.
And a little squeeze of the hand, and then I think I'd like to name the Uruk if I can. I'm going to say, Lulan, I'd like to introduce you to Flax.
Hello,
Aw.
Flax. Can I call him Flaxseed? Or...
Of course you can. And give him a little scratch, toss an apple ahead of him so he can pick it up as he walks. And say, you're easier to talk to than this guy is. That's for sure.
I mean,
And you smell better.
the bar is so low. Ow.
He's a noble creature. Don't be rude. Don't be rude now.
Hey.
Hearing that, Bleaty like trots past, thinking you're talking about him, and he like gallivantly trots to the front of the pack. Jared kind of looks forward. It's like, lords, ladies, if I could just ask you a question, what's with the sheep?
We don't question the sheep.
At this point, I think we just have to accept he is no longer a sheep.
There's
He is-
rumors
he
that
is-
he drinks with the men at night.
Maybe.
I don't think there's any way to answer these questions that doesn't just result in more questions. At some point, when you go down that road, you end up just having to accept that that sheep is a mystery, and he's on our side, so it's okay.
Old woodcutter Tamlins could have sworn he saw him chewing through a tree the other day.
I would just count your blessings that he's on our side.
I mean, he's 1/16th beaver, so that might explain the tree thing.
What's a beaver?
Oh God, here we go.
As you continue riding throughout the day, you camp a couple more times, and eventually you get close enough to, and I've closed the map. You get close enough to Maidenhead that your guards, your escort, turn away. Timothy rides up. Lords, ladies, the best of luck for the rest of your journey. We'll return back through Maidenhead and secure the route to Kirkwall. Ensure any Northmen are accounted for. He like taps the hilt of his sword. But the rest of you journey well.
Can we give you letters to return?
Yes, of course.
I will write down a letter for you, Alex.
It was a pleasure to have you, Wilfred, Jupiter, Kilstraw, Timothy, Juro, Moses,
They're all like nodding. Like,
Shrewsbury's.
Shrewsbury?
I must have mispronounced that one. Momoko, Yuka, Jared, and another one which is illegible.
You just go around shaking all of their hands or something.
That's
Yeah.
Mr. Illegible.
Just intense eye contact as you say their name to them.
And Timothy gets a really big hug from you, and the others just get handshakes. So.
No, everyone gets a handshake. But
They,
Timothy gets two hands.
They're nodding it. Look, his arm is like shaking.
A little dance and a...
They all like nods and then ride off back towards Maidenhead, and you continue the rest of the way. Just you guys, Bleaty and Nubbins, and your horses and the Uruk, Flaxseed.
All right. Has anyone had any experience in this town before?
Well, you're not there yet.
But just
Not
in
there yet.
general, like a question to you,
Didn't-
as Alex.
No.
Didn't you grow up here, Tom? Angel.
No, he didn't grow up in this town.
You Angel grew up in Maidentown.
Oh, just across the river. Okay.
Maybe
So,
they're our rivals. Not a fan.
But you're
of-
not stopping at Maidenhead. You've gone straight past it. They're doubling back to Maidenhead. You
Nah,
guys
yeah.
are cracking on. You go past, like, where you even go past at the very, very far distance of Lazarus. So if you did want to stop in Lazarus, you could.
Don't know
I
if
think
there's
I
a
think I'd like to see it.
Okay. Okay.
I think with our escort leaving us, I would like to assume the role of scouting for the party.
Yeah, yeah.
Just as we go, I'll make a point of being further ahead and checking out what's coming.
Sorry, I've got ad block and YouTube's desperately trying to fight it. I'm just getting a song because I didn't expect.
Have they changed it recently?
Yeah, I think so. It's been like an
YouTube's got
update.
ads back now. It's very sad. Oh,
You eventually approach the very borders of Lazarus. What remains of this great city is ruins. Yeah, its watchtowers are half crumbled and collapsed. Nature has almost reclaimed it. There are trees sprouting where there shouldn't be. There's grass growing through it, and the snow has fallen really heavily on the broken rafters. You ride up to the entrance, and there's a couple of homeless people like squatting there, but they pay you no mind. They kind of just go about their way. The corpses of the demons and the dead have long since either been cleared or burned. But you ride through, you see the inn where you stole the pillowcase from, or the pillow from. It's a completely, it was a very skinny but tall inn, and it's collapsed forwards. The rooms you would have spent the night in are shattered and broken remnants of what they once were. The tower square, there's this dead Templar's corpse in the center of it, just floating in the water. Though his body is long since rotten, and it's just skeleton and pieces of rogue bits of copper armor.
I don't look happy at all going through this.
I guess it's one of those situations where it's just good to see what we're fighting to prevent on a bigger scale.
Can I take a look around and then take a deep breath in through my nose and see if I can smell or detect any lingering remnants of chaos?
Roll a d6 to me. You need a 3 or above.
I got a 2.
No, you feel no lingering remnants of chaos.
Just smell all the horse shit from.
Can I do the same, but
No one's
mostly to
there
try
again.
and find my weapon that I dropped here in the city?
Oh,
What weapon did you drop? Remind me.
This dagger that was able to pierce, and I was able to get statistics from it.
Yeah,
The serrated dagger.
Yes.
Yeah, roll a d6. You need 3 or above.
Oh, let me find my d6. Sorry. Which one is that?
Can
That
we assist her and
is
give her advantage?
that
No, it
one.
doesn't.
Let's see. 4.
You feel a cooling, this pulling feeling towards where the Lord's Manor used to be.
Not to sidetrack you guys, but last time I was here, I lost my serrated dagger, and I'm kind of feeling a bit of a wavelength to go towards the old Lord's Manor house. I know that kind of detours us. Is that okay, or do we think it's a trap?
No, I mean, coming here is a detour in the first place, but if it's something that can help make you stronger, then we might as well get it while we're here.
It could be a trap, and we're just fighting
come
and
with
not
me.
find anything.
we'll be with you.
On the off chance that we find it, sure.
So I think as Lulin's rummaging around or whatever, I'm gonna sidle up to Angel and be and at his elbow, ask him, would you be strong enough to stop this if it happened again?
I mean, we just weren't, so I don't know. Hopefully.
The cause of this is now dead.
Not really. It was just a symptom that led to this with a corruption of a chaos seed. There's plenty more of them out there. This could
But the wielder of that is dead.
But that doesn't stop future people activating them and doing this.
So what are you going to do about it?
He's gonna sort of
And
inhale.
Rykar will walk off at that reaction.
I don't think Angel does Angel even know Dravik was Lazarus?
He will know.
Yeah,
it.
he does.
Oh, okay, yeah. He's just
It's a bit uncalled for. Just fucking walking around.
I just said I have to come to this place.
My first
I'm
time here.
I'm gonna ride off ahead in front of everyone and just go straight towards the feeling.
As you pull towards the Lord's Manor, the two of you will remember the mission that you went through with Caitlin to get here. You guys fought your way through the Lord's Manor, killed the rogue guards. Vultrim, you pass a bucket and a copper bath that's laid out awkwardly, and you eventually feel the pull towards down into the basement.
Follow it.
Yeah, I'll tell them where it's pulling us towards, which is back down towards the basement, which is where the place, and we pulled out that thing and people, and yeah.
As you descend the spiral stone staircase, It goes deeper and deeper and deeper, and the light grows darker and darker and darker until you guys have to equip torches. And as you descend, you see 3 cloaked figures standing by the pool. Their backs to you.
Did everyone go down, or just those two?
Yeah, everyone.
I equip my armor instantly.
Yeah.
Hold on, were these people here last time you were here?
Nope. Spooky people don't like.
They turn around here in those extremely loud voices.
With
Spooky
stage
people.
whispering.
Yeah, are you whispering or just talking out loud?
Whispering.
Whispering.
Okay.
Okay. Can I do a perception check on the robes? Is there any identifying features?
Yeah, roll a perception thing.
That is a... What was that? I think that's a 6. And my perception is not very good.
Is your perception a 14?
No.
In the dark, you can just about squint and see they're wearing these brown
Those
clothes.
human eyes.
Can I do
they
the
look
same?
humans. They look human-like. Yeah, roll a perception for you.
Can I also do one combined with the chaos mark thing?
No, but you can roll two different times.
Okay. Okay. I'll roll. Ooh, where the fuck is the other dice gone? Bloody hell. Alright. This one, that was a solid 6. Useless.
Same.
And then the chaos one was a 6 as well.
Oh, okay. So one of them has your knife.
Nice. One of them has the knife. However, I can't tell if they're friend or foe. So, oh wait, what's my perception?
I mean, it's not the best idea.
Oh no, my perception's not that.
I could send a hologram in, so if they do anything, it happens to the hologram. But this seems like one of those mystical situations where maybe we just formally greet them or something.
How
That plan with
about-
you two.
How about you send the guy off? I'm gonna go tiptoe around the edge because I'm quite dark, so I'm gonna like kind of blend in.
But if
Up
'Cause
on
I'm
the white
dark.
wall.
No, but you said it's dark down there that we're having to
Yeah, it
use
is dark.
torches.
It is dark, but the walls are white porcelain, aren't they?
the only issue is if we go in all
Fine.
sneaky and
My hair's
stuff,
white.
if we go in all sneaky, that can start aggressiveness because they'll be surprised by us.
So
We've gotta
I
have
will
that.
I will just sneak, hide behind, you distract, I continue sneaking around. Do I see anything around that like I can hide behind while they confront?
There's like massive amounts of debris, rubbles, trees, like everything's kind of collapsed inwards from the fight
Okay.
and the
Okay,
chaos.
I'm happy with
Can
this
I-
plan. Is everyone happy with this plan?
Yeah,
Yep.
can I see the robes that they're wearing? Do they look
Got a roll.
well kept, or do they look like tattered, like they could
Roll
be
a perception.
squatters? I rolled a 6. Is Bleaty in the room?
No, for fuck's sake.
Everyone rolled a 6. Oh my god, these guys.
Bleaty is in the room, sure.
We just rolled a 666. These
Then
guys
that makes
are
my
devils.
perception 14, so it's a 20
Yay!
overall.
You can in fact see that they aren't tattered robes, but they've been well worn and well travelled, but they aren't like the homeless people you saw in town.
So whoever it is not an amateur.
How about, can we just hold our position and see what they're doing? And just observe them for a minute? Is that possible? Do we have to roll stealth or something?
It is better if I don't move because I have full
Yeah.
set of armor on right now.
I'm gonna sneak first. Can I roll for sneaking to get behind?
Oh, can we watch them first, just in case? They're
okay,
just
roll
cooking
a
like a
dex
sausage
for me.
or something.
Okay. Oh god.
Like,
To be fair, my
doing
dex is
anything?
quite high.
Yeah, we gotta.
They're facing the pool of water in the center, or with the pool.
That was a
used to be.
14, and my dex is 12.
So you sneak closer to the first bit of scenery to hide behind. You can't hear anything, and they seem to just still be staring at the well.
And I say into the thing, like, they're just staring. They're not doing anything. This is very, very sus.
This is where you guys found that lady, right? In the
Yes.
murderer's plot. They could be good.
It's also the pool of like water and shit and
Rebirth.
magic shit.
They could be just wondering where they've misplaced their woman in a well. Probably unlikely, but
I want my dagger though.
okay. I'm gonna go in with a hologram. I'm gonna create a hologram, and I'm gonna try and stealth him up to like just so he doesn't immediately out exactly where we are.
Roll a dex to me.
13. That's not bad.
Yeah, he sneaks next to. He's like opposite Lulan, but at the same kind of distance.
Can he sneak even closer, but the opposite?
Yeah,
way
same.
Roll a dex to me.
Can I go the other way at the same time?
Yeah, roll a dex.
That was a 9, but my dex is 13.
Oh, yeah, fine. So he sneaks
That was-
up to the next bit. You need one more successful roll to get close enough to potentially overhear.
Mine's also a 9.
Yeah,
What's your
so
dex?
12.
you've like snuck around.
Okay. Third sneak.
One more roll.
Come on.
Ooh. Ooh.
17.
Ooh.
Nice, Lulan hides.
I rolled.
Do I overhear anything at all?
Well, let's just go through what might be you might overhear.
Do you
Dying
want to hear
giraffe?
the noise I potentially made
Dying
first?
giraffe.
Yeah, what was your roll?
It was a 4 with a dex of
Does it not get
13.
advantage because it's a hologram, so it wouldn't have the same physicality?
Oh,
No.
maybe
No.
that's true. Doesn't have first.
No, it
It's
doesn't
okay.
happen like that.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
The three cloaked figures turn around and they don't notice Lulan, but they notice Angel. Because of the darkness, and I'm assuming Devlan and
Okay,
Right,
can
when you
he
put your
beg for
torches
food?
out.
Hungry. He's gonna act like
roll a
one of the
charisma.
homeless
Roll a
people.
charisma.
That was a 9 with a charisma of 10 or 11, depending on their gender.
So you can't see their hoods are up, and they look at each other, and then silently mutter something, and then one of them like throws this like lump of dried bread, and it skitters across the floor at your feet.
Do I hear what they say?
No, you can't hear them.
Okay,
You said-
hologram angel's gonna do that. Oh yeah, true. You should be able to hear them.
Yeah, but they're whispering.
Fair. He's gonna
What, he's
pretend
all my elven
to
hearing?
hover near the bread, but he's not gonna pick it up because he can't. So he's just gonna
Yeah,
shield
true.
it from them and pretend he's like, nom, nom. But he's
You
like,
hear this like footstep as this boot basically crushes tiles as it heads towards you. Where are you from, stranger?
towards hologram angel.
Yeah.
Near the attack, I hit my head.
You've been attacked. Where?
Maiden something.
Maidenhead.
Excuse me,
Or Maidentown.
I'm interrupting, and he's gonna try and just hobble away, leave the bread.
You hear this like notch of a crossbow as one of the third figure like aims a crossbow at you. Stay, stranger. The guy, he's wearing this like fancy leather glove, and he like tells the person with the crossbow down. Are you
he'll
from Lazarus?
No.
Do you know what happened to the water in this well?
Water. We're gonna try and I'm gonna try and walk towards it.
He lets you just walk past him towards the well. The
I'll
well is
look into the well.
empty, and as far as you can, it goes deep underground, but it is completely empty. The crossbow figure kind of like is still holding the crossbow, and the second figure's got his hand on on the hilt of a short sword.
I'll just look disappointed that there's no water, and sort of sit down.
You wouldn't have drank this water. The figure steps towards you. We have been searching for it, ensuring that it is no more. Have you explored Lazarus? Have you seen any milk white water?
No, I haven't had water in a long time.
The three look at each other. Good. Thank you, stranger.
Well, I'll be going then, and I'll
Don't forget your bread.
keep it.
I put it on the floor. I'm no longer interested in it. It's for you, sir.
Thank you. I just need a moment to catch my breath, and I'll hobble over near the bread and just sort of sit with it and pretend that I've had a rough day. Just sort of...
Roll a charisma.
Ooh, that is a 7 with 10 or 11.
Two of them turn around and begin to walk. What the one with the crossbow like kind of eyes you up from the shadows of his hood. Eat the bread.
Riker. Riker.
Riker is like in the doorway, so when they get to the doorway, they're gonna bump into an armored dwarf, being like, "What the fuck is this guy doing here?"
Wait,
So,
who's the one with my fucking thing? You said?
earpiece.
No, who's the one with my serrated dagger?
Knife.
Oh, I didn't say who. It's just one of them.
Could we
Even
tell
with the
anything different
sticks,
about them
sticks.
from the front when they were facing us?
They're humans.
And how much of this conversation have the rest of us heard?
Only Angel and possibly no Lulu would have.
So it's not meta game.
So Angel's hologram's gonna go. I don't want the fucking bread from someone who got rid of the water. And then stand up and storm in the opposite direction to where all of them are, if there's a way to go.
He like lowers the crossbow and the three look at each other. Getting rid of the water was a good thing. You wouldn't have drank it. Besides, surely you wouldn't want the ability to stop the lords.
That means nothing to me. The lords. What?
How hungry are you?
Not hungry enough to listen to this.
How much
Can
do
I-
you hunger for knowledge? Power, wealth, women, gold.
Gold.
Yes, gold, brother. We are searching for more of our kin, let's just say. You have a keen mind, should you want to right the ways of this world. He goes to hand you a note.
I can't read.
Well, even better. Do you know the Church of Solace?
Yes, I've heard of them.
It's a long journey from here, but approach at night, the most eastern part of the wall. There is an old dugout mine there, a quarry long since abandoned. Enter it, and you will find salvation, my brother.
So you're all from the Church of Solace, then?
Yes.
I'm gonna pass. I'm not a delivery boy. Thank you anyway for your
They
offer.
look at each other. I don't think you understand. The second one steps up and he kind of like draws the blade slightly of his short sword. You will attend. You will reach salvation. And you will join the right side of this war.
Cannonball. Am I gonna
Yeah, I was gonna say.
cannonball into the well?
Well, you just jump into the well.
I was gonna
They're so shocked. And like the one with the crossbow rushes, and like you've just disappeared into the distance. The clone has exploded after like 20 minutes of free fall. No, after like a minute of free fall, just into the.
So that's great. So in the minute of freefall, does he see anything in this well?
No, it's just straight down. It's empty. Yeah. And then Angel back next to Devlan and Reiner. Devlan and Voltrum gains all this knowledge.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
start sharing the knowledge with Devlan and Riker.
Because I obviously know the information. Can I alt
Yeah.
them?
Classic. Lulu, how do I get out of this situation? I'm gonna ult.
Do you know what? No. Now you said that. No.
Which alt?
No. No, I'm not gonna alt now.
Oh.
When you can't reach your dinner.
No, I'm actually going to send. Oh fuck! Where I can? How many tokens do I get at the beginning? Was it 2 or 3?
3, because you got the jar.
Lovely. Can I do triple strike on the closest guy.
Yeah, that doesn't require blood token.
I know, but I want to do that because then if I get thingy, then I'm gonna
Yep.
then.
So launch a dex to see if you can get out and ambush him before he notices.
Was a surprise, so I get advantage, right?
Yeah, if you pull off a surprise attack, yeah. Roll a dex, me. See how stealthy
12.
you are as you jump out of the
12.
12, yeah. So you land, and he hasn't even managed to. Are you still looking down the well, wondering where Angel's gone?
Okay, that was a 2, so I'm glad I got an advantage. I'm 9.
What's your dex?
12.
Then yeah, you triple strike him. So as he kind of looks out from the well, he turns around, and with 2 daggers, your 2 short swords, you slice across his throat simultaneously, and then slice down, and his body kind of falls down through the well, and you hear this as his body bounces from either side of the wall of the well. The other 2 turn around, and the one draws his short sword, and this guy like draws 2 daggers, and one of them is your serrated dagger.
How
An
many tokens do I
assassin
get? Oh, sorry.
An assassin in the dark. Coward, why don't you face us like a man?
How many blood tokens do I get for that?
Uh,
Yeah, I was gonna say that as well.
what does it say? Does Triple Strike give you blood tokens?
She just says damage to 2, really.
Yeah, then no.
Oh, okay.
You still got
I'm
all
just
3
gonna
of yours.
Okay, then I'm just gonna go to my full height and be like, just give him like this really fucking fuck you look. Like I'm not a fucking man, bitch. And then I'm going to, if I've done that, then I'm going to do, what's the other thing I wanted to do? It was Butcher's Blade on both of them.
You do not have the Butcher's Blade. It is in
Fuck.
Fort.
Okay. Then I'm gonna do Blood Spear on the guy that has my fucking thing.
Nice, roll a dex.
And say to him as I do it, like, you've got my fucking serrated dagger, bitch. That is a 2.
Oof.
That was not meant great. That was great.
So
Not...
Lulan does this like move where she draws blood and it solidifies as she pulls her hands apart, and she holds this like sharpened and spiky blood spear, and she throws it. That's my serrated dagger, and it just goes, and the spear slides across the floor towards you guys. It was
when I see her do that, can I also throw my spear from where I am at the same guy?
I like that. Roll a dex.
Thank you.
It's a 9. My dex, I'm pretty sure, is more than 10. 13, yeah.
No, I was really hoping you also missed. That's the spear is just. He kind of like laughs and suddenly goes as this like spear appears in his back, and it leans him forward to the point where do you see it's like as it the metal bit taps the top of the porcelain floor. And he's like, oh, what the fuck? And his friend turns around, rips his cloak off, and draws his short sword, and he grabs the note that the guy was holding and uses magic to set fire to it.
Can we interrupt that, or is it too late?
Roll a dex with disadvantage, and it will be the only 2 people that have an action left will be Rykar and Angel.
With disadvantage, it was a roll of 10 with a dex of 13.
Oh, with disadvantage. Okay.
Yeah, the advantage was a 19. That would have been nice.
I'm good. I'm not gonna try.
Okay. Angel, in which case you can, if you throw your Tanto, teleport to it and cut the guy's arm off.
Oh,
No.
that.
It's so cool.
Yeah,
you land and grab the Tanto just before it digs into the ground, and then slice the guy's arm off, and it falls holding the note. Fire bursts from where his hand used to be, and you kind of dodge it. The guy with the spear impaled slowly falls forwards and bleeds out through his gut.
I'm gonna grab his head and go, I can read.
One-armed short sword swings a pathetic attempt at you, Lulan. Well, actually,
I
both
just-
you and Angel.
I just try to slice him. His head off.
Yeah, roll a dex.
Ooh,
Oh
awesome.
god.
Did we have to roll to avoid that slice?
With advantage.
That was an 8. And my
Also-
dex is 12. So
yeah,
it just
you,
missed. Don't know.
No, that's fine.
Oh.
You slice up him, and he also falls down the well.
Is there any of them left alive?
No, they're all dead now.
Oh, is that the one who she
Can I
just
pick
cut?
up my dagger?
Damn, I wanted to keep
Yeah,
that one.
you regain your dagger.
Yay! Let's go, quick, out,
Hold on.
and grab the thing.
I don't think this was like a trap for them. I think they were just as confused, wondering where the water's gone. And I'm gonna open the note.
The note. So there are like two papers put together. The first note is written in this like confusing, almost like erratic handwriting that asks them to search for the Moonvale water.
Was it signed
And it's
by
like
a mysterious M?
M.
Yeah, that's the initial on it. No worries. Well, can I decipher it?
From what you know of like the way the enemies speak, and also you notice Inquisition codes within it. You notice that they're searching for traces of the Moonvale for some reason.
The Moonvale. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh
No, go on.
no, I was just gonna say I know about it, a bit of it. Not a lot, but I know some of it.
Well, Rykar and Angel have been there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the second note is just a direction, and it's like eastern side of the Church of Solace quarry, midnight.
Potentially could be a good option, but it's such a diversion from what we're doing.
Yeah, it's
We
miles
could
away.
also-
It just says respect the goat at the end.
Respect. Okay. Should we send on the way back, on the way to where we're going anyway? Should we send this through to our people and get scouts on there, and send people to investigate?
True.
Smart.
Get someone inside, maybe. I don't know.
And tell them to use the code word respect the goat. It's like the get in if they ask for a password.
And say where they got it from. Maybe
Yeah.
here.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Cool. I'm happy I got my dagger back.
So you eventually leave Lazarus, and you continue along the river towards Stormwind. Eventually, you come within eyesight of these amazing, majestic Ridgeback Mountains. On one side of the valley is the North Ridgeback Mountains, where obviously you had the coronation, and on the other side is where used to be Bjorn and Ragnar's home, which the castle I've actually forgotten. The last half, which you guys burned down. And then there are multiple other dwarven fortresses here, but obviously they're unidentifiable from the ground level. But you can see the beautiful and majesty of these snowy mountains. And you must think, like, God, it was hard enough doing that King Moot pass in like end of autumn. Imagine doing it now in the dead of winter. Like, you would have frozen to death. And you don't envy the dwarfs that have to scout around in the freezing cold. But it is a beautiful, breathtaking sight. An Australian then. A week passes, and you reach the outskirts of Stormwind. So, it is snowing here still, but Stormwind is this like disgusting cesspit. The main color seems to be brown and red, and the palisade walls around it are half falling apart and dilapidated. There are multiple wagons on the outside, on the inside. There are people sleeping rough around and outside and inside the castle, inside the city. But there are two people in mismatched armor, leaning on their spears, chatting as you approach the outskirts of the city. And then I said to her, Get your tits out my face, love. I don't want any of that shit. I know where you've been. Oh, hold on a minute. Hello, strangers. What's occurring?
Just here for a bit of fun, really. Make some money, have some drinks. That's something that looks good in this town, right?
Oh, we've got some of the best drinks and some of the best fun around. But your accent, you Ancian by any chance?
Is that a problem?
They look at each other. Maybe not at this gate, but if you come in the north gate, they would have said that they're Midlanders. But we all know that Stormwind belongs to Ansia, am I right? And they're like, pat each other's arms.
Well, I'm happy you're happy. May we enter?
Go on then, get in, lads. Go on.
Is there anywhere else in Stormwind that we should avoid as Ancients?
Roll a charisma.
And what accent has Devlan got, by the way?
A Midlander.
I rolled a 13 and my charisma's 9.
Oh.
Hey!
Nailed it.
Mark, if I'm not mistaken, your accent, you must be from Skyhaven, little fella.
Yep, that's the one.
Now you'll be looking for the halfling joint. Some of the fiercest alcohol I've ever seen. I thought dwarven vodka could make you grow a beard, but the halfling shit they brew here will make you grow testicles on your chin.
Yep, that's what puts the hair on our feet.
Oh, that's true, sir. That is very true. Well, yeah, you want to be looking for the Tad and Bollocks.
The Tavern Bollocks.
The Tad and Bollocks.
The Tad and Bollocks.
Yes, yeah. It's run by Senor Tad and Jeremiah Bollocks.
Jesus. His parents didn't like him very much, did they?
Oh, he killed them at birth.
Sounds like he Sounds like he deserved it.
Killed them both. No one knows how.
He killed them both at birth.
Yes, yeah. No one
Can I
knows
roll
how.
an insight check?
Yeah, roll a d20. You need a 11 or above.
13.
You're like, that shouldn't be possible.
Okay, but they believe it.
Yeah.
Oh, fair enough.
You Master Dwarf.
Hello.
What are you doing here? We got to ask everyone as they come in. Stormwind's under its lockdown right now. Apparently there was some naughties, some invasion on the other side.
I'm the protection.
Oh, you who you protecting here?
This idiot. He unfortunately, pointing at Angel,
Oh,
he unfortunately saved my life, and I owe him a debt.
oh well. We'd love to hear the story of that.
Yeah, me too.
Angel says behind the guards.
Well, you know how dwarven mail, pretty heavy, not ideal for floating.
Oh yeah, terrible.
I was manning a canal barge, got bumped off, and thought I was done. And then, turns out, some homeless man was on the banks, and he swam out with a barrel and scooped me out.
Are you telling me you can swim, sir?
Me?
Both of you roll a charisma. Yeah, both of you roll a
I
charisma.
can't swim.
Why
I
do they
think
doubt if
that was
I
the
can
point.
swim? Oh, that one feels unfair because I let go of the dice.
18.
Oh, they believe the story that the dwarf was saved, but now they don't know if Angel can swim.
Well, I rolled.
No, that's why he was holding the barrel.
Oh, I see. Oh, God, well, us Stormwinders were, and then the other guy interrupts. I thought we were Windies. It's like, what?
Oh.
No, it's
Call him
Stormwinders.
Barrel Boy.
Barrel Boy, whoa.
That's what we.
Everyone
call
deserves
him.
a good nickname. This is Reginald, and I'm Darrow. Pleasure to meet you.
Are they nicknames or just names?
Well, in the conundrum of all things in life, isn't a nickname or a name?
Oh God, I didn't know you were a philosopher.
Jesus.
Reginald and Barrow.
Ah, yes, yeah, that's it. And you, lady, awful tattoos. But you're intimidating as fuck. What's your purpose here?
I just look at them.
She's a mute.
Oh, well, well, come on in then. Just you should stay away from the sand lot. They're a bit curious around tattooed women like you.
I nod.
Well, come on in. This is Stormwind. Avoid puddles because they're probably full of human shit. The barracks is pretty horrible as well. You'd probably find place at Tan and Bollocks if you want someone to sleep. If you're looking for whores, I'd go to the Queen's Legs. It's always a good
Sex
shout.
workers.
Sorry?
Do you mean sex workers?
Well, it certainly worked my sex. And he's like, it was, mate. Are you a partaker, sir?
Once upon a time.
Oh, I feel you then. If you're looking to, and he leans in, if you're looking to mist, we've got some misters down by the docks.
Ooh, I would be intrigued to mist.
Oh well, it's a high like never before. Be careful though, little half man. I think you should avoid it.
And where are the docks from here?
Towards the ocean.
Have you tried walking towards the ocean?
In the town.
Just straight follow along the King's Road.
Right.
Wait, why should I avoid the mist?
It's a little bit potent for you, sir.
But the the halfling alcohol is fine.
Oh,
But
it's
the mist
different,
is potent.
different strokes, sir.
We halflings are famed for our smoking. I'm sure a little mist won't hurt.
Oh, that's what they all say. That it always does. Anyway, enjoy, folks. We have to be back on board duty.
All right.
I mean duty.
Come on, Wet Patch. That's what we call him after we found him in the water. Follow Barrel Boy.
As you guys enter, you go under what would have been a portcullis at one point, but it's now just like pitchforks stuck to lumps of wood. And
Don't know
as
what
you
you're laughing at. Overcompensation.
and as you enter the town or the city, the King's Road is like a mud path road that's been laid with wood. Everything else is just mud.
I mean, it's not the worst place I've ever been to.
You hear someone walk past. This is the worst place.
No, it's not. It's no. Sorry, you're not talking to me.
as you enter the town, like there are coming and goings. There are people flogging wares. Get your anti-chaos crystals here. Anti-chaos crystals. Keep them at bay. Totems are for night and totems are for day.
Right.
And then you see like these smugglers like rush by with barrels. You see some guards lazily chase some person. You see a drunk guy just projectiling into like a horse trough, and horses are still just drinking from it. You just see absolute madness as far as the eye can tell. Someone runs in front of you, panicked, runs to the left, and suddenly his chest explodes and you hear a gunshot and he's lying dead in the ground. These people rush to him and at first you think that they're like going to check he's okay, and they just take his boots, his belt and his wallet. And the guy with the gun like drinks a flagon, blows the smoke from his pistol, and then falls asleep at the table.
Do we look dangerously like clean to be here?
Yeah, you guys are standing out like a sore
Can we put the robes over us to make us look a little bit more?
Let's get off the road.
Let's
What am I shooting?
dirty ourselves up.
Get off the road.
Or
Well,
maybe
there's plenty of mud.
I'm gonna put some on me a little bit.
I'm so clean.
Artistically. On my robes and like, yeah. Try to camouflage myself.
Yeah, you now look like Lulan, but with muddy robes.
Great. I
Has
feel
anyone else
gross.
joined her? Because I haven't.
I'm not doing it.
Nah.
I'm the only one who looks kind of okay.
Bleaty's like drinking out the trough.
No, Bleaty! No! Let's pull him away from that.
I love like in the cartoon of this scene in my mind, Lunan goes, I know what to do. Just like slop the mud on. And everyone's like, what the fuck is this?
I mean, we admire the commitment. All right.
I already stick out enough. I've got to try to fit in a bit.
It's not
Look at
easy
that girl,
being
she's just-
purple.
These kids will
And
pass. Look at that girl. She's got
6'6".
mud on her.
You
As
didn't.
they go by.
You didn't scoop from a puddle, did you, Lulan?
No.
Very good. A little
So-
sniff.
Where to? Should we? We have a decision to make, which is: do we stay in this town with like lodgings, or do we camp outside of it? Now that we're in, part of me thinks
Let's-
could find.
I'm
Let's
fine with
an
both
inn.
ideas, but I think we should get off the road and start actually talking to people.
Let's find an inn, put our thing down, and scout or cause some chaos.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Sounds good.
Yeah, the guards mentioned we could get lodgings at the Tad and Bollocks, didn't they? So should we head there?
Yeah, that's good.
Happy to head there. Anything we see as we head our way there, Alex?
What do you know where it is?
Oh, true.
I'm also going to be super aware not to go anywhere place that, well, keep an eye out for people that I recognise from the place I don't like across the sea.
Golden Sands.
Yeah, I'm going to keep my hood up and my sleeves long and it closed and just try to be at the back of everyone and just say to them, please look out for this kind of people. Let's not stay there
Oh,
And
wow.
for now.
I am going to try and keep a persistent awareness as someone who's grown up in these sort of thieving
Yeah.
kinds.
the
Look out for
pickpockets.
pickpockets. Look out for any sort of
Good shout,
blatant
good shout.
stuff.
Yeah.
For everyone.
In Stormwind, there's less of pickpocketing and more of just open murder in the streets.
Yeah, I gathered that
But
by
being
the
on edge,
bullet.
being on edge is always a good point with Stormwind. So you even see some guards just like drinking. They're on duty as you wander around trying to find the Tad and Bollocks. You see this guardsman like just pummeling the hell out of this, using a truncheon and just beating some guy repeatedly. And he like nods at you and offers you guys the truncheon for a go.
How about this? Trade a hit for information.
What, you want me to hit you, lad?
If you can tell me where the Tad and Bollocks is, I'll let you try.
Tad and Bollocks? Mate, it's just down there.
Go on then, take a swing.
Are you or the man?
At me. I'm gonna dodge.
You want me to... okay. He swings.
13 dex.
What's your dex?
I think it's also 13.
He swings and he almost clobbers you, but you just about dodge. Oh, it's clever. Well done.
Fair trade. Thank you for the information.
Yeah, right. And he just turns around and starts pummeling the guy again. You see this wet fudding as this guy's face is like,
What did that guy actually do?
huh? Don't know. I just found him.
Maybe leave him be. He's had enough.
He's already dead. He just drops the guy and walks off.
Jesus. Does he have any identifier or bag or
As
coin
you
bag
step
on him?
towards it, these kids come out of nowhere and rob him, and then leave the body's just shoeless again in the mud.
Remind me not to have a nap.
My shoes!
How does anyone reach old age in this place?
You haven't seen an old person yet.
You know what? Part of me is now thinking, is lodgings the best bet? Maybe it's just power straight to the docks and get our mission done and get out of here.
We need to pass along the information though to. Oh wait, have we already
about
done that
midnight.
since Lazarus? It would have been a
yes,
day.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, fuck it. Should we power on?
What time of day is it? I guess that answers our question.
It's like 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Let's go. We'll check out the docks first, and we know where this is. We can always come back.
I'm going to be very skeptical and at the back because I'm aware we're about to embark to someplace I don't want to go back to, nor do I have great.
Well, maybe I'm misunderstanding our main objective here, but it's to get a ship, right, worthy of.
Yeah, however, this is a ship import and one of the biggest the biggest continent that imports to our continent is the one that I don't have friendly holdings to, nor do they like Drukis. So I'm just not going to be beneficial to this conversation.
Well, you do have a potential potion if we did get lodgings where you could hide your identity for this specific situation.
All right. Yeah, I'll just stay back and you guys go ahead, and I will keep the rear, and if need be, I'll down my potion.
So, do you want to head towards the docks or the Tad and Bollocks?
Oh,
Anyone need the toilet?
Let's clock the Tad and Bollocks.
yeah, I need a shit.
Okay, great. To the Tad and Bollocks there. This is why we ask. It's an open policy. To the Tad and Bollocks.
Look around you. You can just go in the street here.
Do you see some guy squatting and holding up some paper?
We
in the
need
middle
to
of the
hold
street?
some sort of.
It's not even going to be
look
the
at
strangest
Leland
thing
again.
going on in the street. You're not going to get any looky-loos. They've seen it all a million times.
Also, we have to go to at least one bar at every town we go to.
Okay.
That's true.
Liquid courage
You
and
have
not
to.
seeing Leland do a shit in front of me in the street takes my vote.
Yeah, 3 years on the road, not that comfortable.
As you walk towards Tad and Bollocks, it's like kind of pushed away from the main hustle and bustle of the murderous city, but it's remarkably intact. It's this 4-story with one of it being like a ship hanging off. So it's almost
It's
like
4
two ships of it.
stories.
Yeah, it's one of the tallest buildings.
Yeah, I thought it was a
But
one-story tower.
the final bit, like the 4th story, is a one room. So it's 2 ships kind of built on top of each other, one leaning sideways, and then a building's been scaffolded around it. But it's this wonky. It reminds you a bit like the Robin's Tower in the sense where it looks like it was built at one point by just a madman who had never built a building in his life.
I think we picked the right place to stay.
As the door explodes open, it's got those like Western like doors,
Saloon doors.
Yeah, and explodes open, and this man like stumbles out and he throws this beer across the table, and this like, massive burly guy comes out, and he's just wearing a chef's apron. He's hairy as fuck, like all the way up his arms. At first, you think of like he's a gorilla, and he's bald. Looks a bit like Conquest from Invincible, where he's got like a couple loose strands of grey hair and this horrible scar across his face. And he comes down the steps. Get the fuck out! And then grabs the guy's hair, and this drunk guy's like being hung by his hair, and then this massive chef just punches him, and then kicks him out into the mud. Oh, howdy, newcomers, come on in.
I guess that means there's a spare room.
Oh, you're a wise one, lad. Come on in. Of course, we got a spare room.
All right.
I'm Tad, and he offers you his hand. He then sees there's like blood and mud over it, so he like spits in his hand, washes his hand with spit. I'm Tad, Reginald Tad.
I'm Angel Fernando. Pleasure to meet you.
No, I've seen Angel Fernando. The circus was in town not long ago.
No, I'm
You look remarkably like him, though.
You got me. I'm Angel Fernandez. Just similar name.
I've heard that before. Come on in. What
I'm
about
a
you,
big
little
fan.
fella? What's your name?
I'm Davlan of the Proud Belly clan.
Proud Bit. Go away. Get inside. We've got a proud belly at the fire.
No way. Who?
Do you know Roberto Proudbelly?
The name rings a bell. I think I have a cousin Roberto.
Oh, well, go on in, lad. It might be him. Master Dwarf. What's your name, lad?
Rykar Storm. Nice to meet you.
When he hears your name, he's like, kind of like smooths the 2 loose strands of grey hair over, and like kind of wipes his hands down.
Just hold my hand up so. No need. It's okay.
Come on in, you Grace. Come on in. Come on in. We got some of the finest dwarven vodka imported from the southern mountains.
Oh.
It'll make you feel like home.
Could we keep this a bit quiet? And I'll shake his hand, and there'll be a piece of gold in there.
He like bites into it. Of course, your Grace. And my lady, he like slicks his mutton chops slightly.
I nod at him and walk in.
Oh, she must be a mute. He pushes the door behind you. Inside is this bustling hearth. It's relatively empty. There's like a couple old geezers, kind of like fishermen at the back, drinking over a quiet whisper. You see a halfling passed out by the fire. His feet are up, dangerously close to the flame, and Bleety's just like licking the feet, like a salt lick.
How did Bleaty get in here first?
He just walked in when no one was looking. But the halfling's fast asleep with his tankard balanced on his like bulbing belly, and he's just completely zonked out. I guess room and board. Reginald Tad says as he gets behind the bar.
I'm gonna slightly shuffle to
quite
hide that.
possibly,
sheep.
we do need information first. Is Jane Fritz's vessel in town?
Ed, when you say Jane Fritz, everyone just like goes quiet. Why do you want Jane Fritz, lad?
Her sister asked us to talk to her.
Jane Fritz is in town. She's in jail.
Oh,
What
what's
for?
she done now?
It'd be easier if Bollocks tells you, but he's currently out. Let me make you some food quickly, and then we'll have a little sit down and a talk. And he like gestures to the music to continue.
Anywhere quieter than this?
By the fire. Don't worry, a proud belly there won't wake up.
He's true proud belly.
As you sit by like a little booth by the fireplace, the window you can see is the street you've just come down. Bleety's still just like licking
I'm gonna
his
try and
halfling's
push
feet.
Bleaty away. Come on.
He's like getting a couple licks in as you drag
You're
him.
gonna have to sit with us for once.
Bleaty gets into the booth and sits down on the seat like a person. And now, like there's no room for all of you at the booth, so whoever's last into the booth has to get a stool.
I'm in because I put Bleaty there.
No.
I guess me. Because I was at the back, I was the last entered.
I'll have a stool.
Oh, well done.
Oh.
So as you're sitting down, Reginald Tad runs over and he like throws down a bunch of plates of just bread and cheese, and then some massive flagons of ale, and then he pulls up a seat and he kind of like squeaks as he brings the stool across, and he's this like giant hulking, muscular, tattooed ex-sailor, think Popeye, as he like scoots on over. So if you're facing like Devlan's just there. Sorry, Devlan. Rikar's talking to you guys. You just see this come into shot. As I was saying, Jane Fritz was mutinied. Shh, she was mutinied. Her crew abandoned her, and she's been hunting them down ever since. She chased her ex-co-captain, her first mate, to Stormwind, and blew his brains out in broad daylight right in front of the mayor.
I mean, I saw someone get shot just walking here. It's my first day. That
Oh,
doesn't
it
sound
happens
too
all
bad.
the time.
Why is
but
this such
not-
a big issue?
Because Duke von Barrow was just rewarding the man. The ones that are in Duke von Barrow's group, the guards, his swordsmen, that kind of thing, they're untouchable. Everyone else, it's kind of free for all.
What makes them so special?
Gold, I imagine. Slipping a couple of coins to the Duke now and again goes a long way. Regardless, she's rotting in a cell in the barracks as we speak. And
Where
she
is the
had-
barracks?
Towards the centre of town, you would have passed it on the way in.
Can
She hasn't got a ship for you, lads. My apologies, and lady, sorry.
Can I look towards him and say, so you're telling me that her whole team abandoned her, she's hunted
crew.
them down,
Aye.
and been put to jail for trying to get her own justice? Why? What do you know? Why they mutinied against her? What was
Apparently- She robbed some lords in the Golden Sands the wrong way. And upset a very good trade deal.
the? Sounds like a. Okay.
Either way, it's gone a bit awry. A couple of pillagings at the wrong place, and now, well, now she's in a cell.
Is the general opinion of the town against her, or fairly indifferent?
She's upset a lot of people in her time. She's run up a couple of debts in some of the inns here.
Right.
She let loose a cannon in town once, which she claims by accident, but it killed 6 men. She's quite the rogue one. You know what I always say? Red hair, red temper.
Aye.
Well, you first, then.
I was just gonna say, sounds like someone who should be. I don't know.
If you're trying to get her out, is there by any chance you can pay a bounty? If you go and talk, you're there for a sister. Sister's a lord lady. Might be that Duke Von Barrow, from just that reason alone, will let them out, especially with your grace in your party.
I'd rather not have them
Not
know
without
that.
a favour as well.
Either way, Duke Von Barrow is probably your next best bet.
I did have a question. My party member's a bit polite, but is there a restroom available?
Oh, of course. Yeah, let me fix you up some rooms.
Make it.
Then he scampers off.
I got you, then. Don't worry.
Thank you. It's been a hard 7 days.
Yeah, I could. Oh my gosh! You just the whole time, huh? Even at night.
The whole time. The whole time.
No wonder you
What about
stand
Even when we waystoned back.
The whole
And
time.
slept in our own rooms.
Is it just some sort of
She can only go in inns. She can't go anywhere else.
Look, I'm an elf. It doesn't work quite the same, but yeah, the whole time.
different? Is this why you stand with such a straight posture?
Yeah.
I'm learning a lot about you today. I like these little small getaways we're having. It's fun.
Every 7 days is like 1 day poop cycle.
Right. I mean,
Well, you know.
Yeah. Let's sure to hope he comes back soon.
Okay.
It's gonna be-
What do we? Moving swiftly on. What do we think of this Fitz person in jail? I mean, I don't particularly like her. She fucked me over, but she wasn't mean in it. She was just sort of straightforward. She was like, "Don't trust anyone," and then when I trusted people, she was like, "Yeah, I told you not to trust anyone," and she fucked me over. So she wasn't wrong. She wasn't
how did
kind.
She fuck you over?
She gave me a hint towards a path that inevitably fucked me over,
Right. Intentionally.
and then didn't really help me when it came to the escape.
Well, I mean,
So I'm not her biggest fan, but also she's also the most reliable loose cannon we've got in this whole city.
Well, we don't know that. We haven't tried if there are other vessels that we can procure.
we could just
true.
buy one from the dock. We're pretty.
Oh, have you got the money for that?
Well, I thought the Crown could potentially sponsor this.
Did you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Moving on.
I mean, at the risk of suggesting something silly, this is a pirate town. It's the kind of place where acquiring a ship doesn't always mean paying for it.
True. But a murder.
I'm just putting it up there as an option. Should it come to it, maybe it's the better way.
Is Reginald listening in on this conversation, or is
No.
he having a shit? Okay.
He's sorting out your rooms. The only person that could be remotely listening is Proud Belly by the fire, but he's passed out.
How
Okay, I'm just
casual
gonna
is
go up to his
everyone
ears
with
and
murder?
clap next to him. Just make sure.
You clap
No,
so loud.
I'm joking. I was joking. Please no. The thunderclap next to his ears.
Yeah, but he still just doesn't wake up.
Never
Like
wakes up
drool,
again.
there's so much drool is going on.
The Proud Belly genes are strong. Are they like? Can you tell that they're
Oh,
related?
they look unbelievably close to one another.
Is it like Brooklyn Nine-Nine, the boils, and how
Yeah.
the boil blood be strong?
I think it might actually be cousin Roberto.
Ah. Well, I say we fuck shit up and just have fun.
I mean, we haven't
was
had a
gonna-
chance to have fun in a long time.
And it's a pirate town.
Yeah.
Do we have time for fun?
Yeah.
So Tad comes back down. Your rooms are set, and he hands you out 4 keys.
I go straight up.
Oh, well, I hope that they are appeasing to you. I've tried to decorate them so you lot feel right at home. If you need any information, avoid the misters at the docks. Terrible drug. Terrible drug. This is the best inn in town, so please don't drink anywhere else, even though it's completely quiet and there's no one there. If you're looking for gambling, there's some great dens towards the northern side. And if you're looking for the Duke, go to the town hall or the barracks.
Okay.
Would it be worth going to those places tomorrow or now?
It's like 4, isn't it? So
Yeah.
they're probably going to. The working day's near the end. We don't want to catch him.
Well,
Right then.
working day would just be started if they're a pirate town. They'd be waking up at noon. It's halfway through the day.
He's the Duke. He's probably.
Also a drunkard. In a town of drunkards.
Well, I don't mind. We could just go straight there. Have a dinner first.
There's also the what is it? I say this as I'm going up the stairs into the thing. There's also the what is it? The not the Thieves Guild. Monster Hunters here.
Yeah.
I was like, I'll talk to you later. Bye bye. I'll
We
be
could
back in
always-
like 20 minutes.
Okay. That's how long it takes after 7 days.
Lulan,
That's quick, isn't it?
your room has like purple bedding, purple sheets.
Wow. That's cool.
Lovely.
It's all like purple themed.
Lovely.
How about we take an hour and a half just to go into our rooms, have a lie down, take our shoes off, and then regather down here and go out for the night. I'm going to go upstairs because nobody answered me. And do just that.
As you go upstairs, Angel, your room is exactly like you would expect it to be. It's like just an inn room, but there are like these certain books, like the Kama Sutra, various naughty books with naughty drawings in. But Bleaty is already fast asleep on your bed. Devlan, your room is like something from the Shire. It's this beautiful little tiny smallest room. You have a tiny little 4-poster bed. Even for you, it's quite small, so your feet will poke out the end.
Oh, it'd be nice to air out my dogs overnight.
Rykar, your room, and you don't know how he's done it, is very much dwarven themed. Stone everywhere, a stone bed, but with a lovely soft mattress.
Can I...
Amazing. I'm not intending to spend much time in the room. I'm going to probably head back down to the hall, or the gathering main hall, straight away.
I'd really like to try some of whatever that halfling drink they were selling is.
Oh,
I need to know more about that.
Of course. Well, this is Proud Belly. Proud Belly. It's his own brewery. I call
it's
it.
gonna be good then.
I call it the ear horn.
Why'd you call it the ear horn?
Because he serves it in an ear horn, and it's like one of those like hearing devices. That he's
Makes
just got,
perfect sense.
It's got a cork in the bottom. It's bubbling.
Why does it bubble?
It's something to do with the yeast. I got no idea.
Is it fizzy?
It is fizzy, yeah.
Can I just like give it a little sniff before I give it a sip?
It smells like putting your nose between a halfling's toes.
Ooh, smells good.
Ugh.
Fucking
I'm
proud
gonna-
belly.
I'm gonna take a little sip, and after a little sip, I'm just gonna throw back and take an enormous gulp.
The flavoring is nothing like the smell. I would say it tastes like really
That's a
expensive.
shame.
It tastes like expensive champagne.
Ooh,
Yeah.
bloody hell!
You don't know how he's mixed it. It does make you slightly gassy. because of the bubbles you're very accustomed to. So occasionally you're, from now, for the rest of, for about 24 hours, you're occasionally just going to go, and you had to roll to hold flatulence.
Oh god, I had a dream like this once.
But it makes you intoxicated level 1 out of 6, so please get a d6. When the more intoxicated you get, that comes as a minus to whatever you roll.
I rolled a 1.
No, as in, like, sorry, it's not even going to be a d6. Let's do a d8. So you're 1 out of d8. So get your d8 and just leave it on 1 for me. Riker, you're in the hall. Did you want to have a
Yeah, I wanted to. No, I wanted to talk to Reg a bit more.
Yes,
Reginald
of course, Riker.
Tad. Can you explain that room that you've prepared to me?
Oh yeah, well of course, Your Grace. I wanted you to feel at home.
Understandable. So, who are you?
I'm Reginald Tad of Tad and Bollocks.
Brilliant. How did you prepare the room? Like, is it something innate that you have? Is it a skill, or was there one just perfectly ready and waiting?
Oh, I see what you mean, Your Grace. No, it's Jeremiah Bollocks' old room. He's my partner.
Where's he now?
Well, I'm imagining he's in town somewhere. My accent is all over the place with this guy.
That's fine.
Is he your partner or your partner?
What accent should he be?
You started Scottish.
Yeah, but Scottish would make more sense for dwarves, apparently.
Irish.
My 33 trees. He's my partner.
Do Somerset. Somerset.
I can't do Somerset. He's my partner. I'm gonna make him really posh. He's a posh, but he doesn't look it.
He does sound like a posh boy.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I'm just mightily impressed. I've not
Well,
seen
I'm
the
quite the
hold in a
craftsman.
long time.
Your Tad and Bollocks was, of course, my first building.
Oh, you've learned a lot since you started. From it seems anyway.
Thank you.
We'll take it at that.
Is anyone else in earshot of this?
No.
Okay.
And another thing I have is, I understand that you're the innkeeper, information is important, but you immediately knew who we are.
Yes.
What would news of our presence here do in this town?
Well, it may aid you slightly with. He's very keen on rubbing coins together, but also rubbing his nose into the right places. Just do not mention your companion Willow.
Now that sounds like a story.
Well, I believe Devlan is staying in Willow's old room. Yeah, she visited quite a few times. We ended up just Bollocks and I really appreciated her patronage, and so she had a permanent room for a while.
When was the last time you saw her?
No, it would have been a year ago now, I believe.
No, not too long. Oh, she's grown up a lot in that time.
I was going to say I doubt it, but it's good to know.
In a holy shit, she's terrifying way, if you get me.
Yes, sweet girl, but yeah, maybe don't get on the bad side of her. I once saw a gutter man with just a dagger.
Oh, a simple enough task for her these days. So, I'm weighing up our options. We fundamentally need a vessel because we need to cross the sea.
You come to the right place. The finest vessels are made here.
What are you aware of? What our options are? Or do we need to go talk to a dockmaster?
Von Barrow recently had a fine vessel, absolutely fine vessel. It can take up to 64 cannons either side. Man o' war it is. Unnamed, I believe it's still finishing construction. Oh, it's only got half guns right now. but an absolute fine beast. Though I believe he's using it as his personal ship. There are, I believe, 7 frigates for sale at the docks. A dockhand will give you a better answer to that.
And any free companies offering services?
Oh, you'll find plenty. In every inn in town, they usually have one table positioned.
Any here?
Just with the Golden Sands. So if you go to the... Think of it. Use your brain, Alex. The Golden Chain near the docks. You should want to avoid that. Be it that Poolen.
We immediately heard about the sands. Right.
Tell me, is it true? Willow was telling me that you've got a fiery little half-elf that can't drink for shit, and then you've got a full-blood elf that just drinks constantly.
Yeah, we have exactly that.
Hilarious.
They might join us later.
But your traveling companions, let me just remember Freya, Rahina,
Rena.
Rena, of course, Rykar yourself. Then we got Lulan. But who are the other two?
Well, one introduced himself.
Yes, but he's just a fan of Angel Fernando.
He might be the real deal.
What, the Angel Fernandez?
There's not a bounty on him, is there?
He leans over and checks the book under his side of the till. No, it's fine. No one gets out of bed here for that.
How much is it?
Here it's only 50 gold.
Okay, I don't have that money. It might be the real deal.
Willow has never mentioned him. I didn't know he was a traveling companion of yours.
I don't know why she would really. Like he's not
Angel's
been
ears are burning.
he's not been that major of a major player. No, he is. He's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, I don't think he can hear us. Willow's spoken about him, but she said it was a fantastic prank to play into his ego.
Oh God. We'll continue this, and if we see him come down the stairs, let's lean into that because he will turn around and tuck his cape between his legs as he runs up the stairs. But the other one is a Proud Belly. We met him in the north, and he filled a gap in our party that we desperately need because we can't see beyond the end of our noses for the most part.
Yes. Well, that Proud Belly over there can't see beyond his, but he very rarely moves. Anyway, let me not keep you. If you need any information, just feel free to ask.
Can you point me in the direction of the town hall?
Yes, and he just points out the door, and it's like kind of like a star-shaped city, so everything goes into the center.
Nice. I'm going to make my way there.
Cool. Lulan, you finished pooing. What would you like to do?
Flush.
Gonna come downstairs and approach him.
So hold on. As you come downstairs, Devlan, you're like asleep, and you hear this like thud on your window, and this turd slowly slides down the window.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Okay,
The length of his arm!
And it's purple.
Yeah.
Get up and just draw the curtains.
Great. So I know none of this information.
Yeah. Rykar's walked out. You don't know where he is.
Not told anyone
Okay.
anything.
I'm gonna ask him, hey, the sand people, what's
Yes. Avoid
where's
the golden
the-
chain.
great, lovely, and where is that?
You'll notice it because it's the most garish pub.
Garish is in gold.
Yes.
Great.
Would you like a drink before you go?
Yeah, not too strong though, to be honest. Just something. Do you know what? Yeah, just nothing too strong.
Actually, that's a good point. Devlan, take yours to 2. because you had a stronger drink.
Okay.
Just something a bit, give me a happy mood, and then I'm gonna go on a venture with knives.
He whips up this really fantastic cocktail, and he drops a little umbrella in for you.
Lovely. I down it, and then
Change your token to 1 out of 8.
okay, thanks. Let me just put that down.
So your
1
charisma
out
goes
of
up the
8.
drunker you get, but all your other stats go down.
4 down. Charisma up. Lovely. I'm then going to head out and possibly say to the rest of the group that is within the vicinity.
That's just down at the bar.
Okay. Not Angel?
The Angel's still in his room, eh?
Yeah, but it's within the vicinity. So
Oh,
1 mile.
yes, so your earring, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say into the earring, be like, hey, heading out, I've had a drink. I'm just gonna go see where the night takes us.
Is that a good idea, seeing as you potentially stand out and there's a lot of enemies nearby? Maybe we should move as a group.
I would then say, hurry up, and I'm leaving in 2.
Oh my god, do you know how long it takes to put these boots on? By the way, can I I don't know if I need to roll for this, because Angel's was the only room that I would say is at all feasible that could have been when he walked in, but does he get a sense of this room is too perfect for him?
No. I wouldn't say that. It feels just peaceful and at home.
Right, and he doesn't know about anyone else's rooms.
No.
Fine, well then I feel great and I'd love to come down.
Hurry up, let's go.
I have no suspicions at all, and I'll
Would you
come
like
down.
a drink before you go, sir?
I'll hold off till the job is done. Thank you.
Devlin, what did you want to do? Because you're just at the bar still, aren't you?
Yeah, I'll go with these guys. Why not?
Alright, the 3
Let's
of you
see what
head
this
into
town
town.
has to offer.
We just gotta wait for old Grumpy.
Rykart's left.
Yeah, Angel doesn't know.
Yeah, no, that's what the bar was
Oh.
saying. He's gone already.
Well, I don't know. Where would Rykar go? And then
No,
she's
no,
gonna
no.
put her 2 fingers to her forehead. Both of them be like, where would he go? Where would
Is that
Mr.
a dwarf
Sensible
joke, Tom?
go?
I mean, if he wants to go off on his own, then who are
Tom,
we
was that a
to
dwarf
judge?
joke?
What, Grumpy? Maybe.
There's 7 of them.
Let's.
Tad, do you have any idea where he might have gone?
He said something about the town square.
Right.
Let's head that
He's
way.
going to see the Duke without us.
Well,
I'm not entirely sure, but if you guys need any information, feel free to ask.
where's he gone?
I believe the town square. I just said that.
What did you talk about with
say
him?
We couldn't repeat the same question to us.
He was just asking about my partner.
Oh, is he nice?
Yes, he should be in any minute now, but something is taking him a little bit longer. Perhaps he's shopping.
What does he look like?
Remarkably like Rykar. He's a dwarf.
Ah. Alright. Well,
Let's go.
see ya.
Yeah, thanks,
Let's go.
Thanks for the lodgings. It's very nice. Perfect.
I give him another gold coin or 2.
He accepts it, bites into it, and thanks you, tucks it into his little chef apron.
That means don't tell people that we're here, please.
Oh, of course.
Pretty please.
Good day.
Bleaty
If you
rushes
do.
past you and gallops into town.
Let's go after Bleaty.
Nubbin's still riding him, or is he?
No, Nubbins is in your pocket now.
Okay, cool.
Just strapped onto it and can't get off.
Let's go.
Where would you like to go into town? We'll probably call it in a little bit because this town's supposed to be quite like a fun one, so the others should be here. But whereabouts would you like to start in town?
Well, I mean, one thing we could do, which would kind of break what just happened, but what time of day is it that we're walking out?
Like 6 o'clock. I think you said you wanted like an hour
Mm.
chill.
We could always plant the stone in, and then the other two can spawn here, and then us lot can go out and catch up with Rykard together in the next session.
Yeah, I imagined you had put the stone down.
Yeah, I said that. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Should we do that? It's coming up to 11.
Oh.
Yeah.
Or do you want to keep... Just in case they're going to come with us. It might be...
Yeah, okay, we'll leave it there then, because then they can take part in either the gambling, drinking, or the discoveries.
Okay.
Nice little short one, just to keep us on track.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
funny that we've reached our destination. How
We
strange.
paying for rooms that we're not going to use.
I just used it.
It's
We've
just-
had
true.
a poo and a sit
Yeah, I
down
definitely
and a
used it.
Yeah.
yeah. Just the medieval toilet and just says,
Why would you build it above another part of the building?
Because it wasn't there originally. He's
Yeah,
built
but
it
the bits-
more and more.
Yeah, but the
Yeah.
bits on top surely came after the bits underneath.
The wind took it.
They don't call it storm wind for nothing.
yeah.
Do you get out to the town square and instead of a tumbleweed, there's a fucking turd
Like, perfectly right.
rolling by?
Snowballing, getting bigger and bigger as it goes through more puddles.
I imagine it moves like a square wheel, like.
Oh.
But one thing with this is you'll have to keep track of your drinking, because the drunker you get, the higher your charisma will be, the more you're liked in town as well. So it's like a reputation thing. They'll appreciate you more, but obviously the worse your certain stats will get.
Interesting. Well, that was great. I enjoyed that a lot. Nice little fun sesh.
Yeah,
I've got my serrated dagger back, so I'm so happy.
yeah. That was I didn't plan for that, so that was quite fun.
Yeah, that
That
was
was
fun.
a fun way.
I
to
just
go.
kept giggling at their reaction to this guy, Cannibal.
Cannibal into a dry, into a dry
Why?
well.
Why?
Oh my
I
god!
don't know why absolute shock and bemusement just really gets me, but that's my favourite thing.
I love that you asked if you could see anything as you fell, as though you hadn't just jumped into a dry well in a cellar that was already dark. Like,
What was
no,
the,
it's
You
pitch
never
black.
know. You never know.
No.
And then it
What's
was-
that hieroglyph?
Is there a legendary weapon on the wall of that?
Yeah,
we
yeah,
don't
mounted.
know. We
as Angel
just don't.
descended as well. Oh no! As you entered the town, Angel's like, "This place is nice," and the random, "This place is shit." As they walk by.
Well, the things we've just seen, this is a delight.
Oh, I really enjoyed. I better not nap here. It's like people's feet. These kids come out of nowhere, just take people's boots straight away. Like,
Well, as is tradition, what was your favourite part?
probably the boot bit that made me giggle.
Yeah, that was good.
Or the spears. I'd really hoped. Well, the moment Dylan said he's going to throw it, because for them, they would have just seen this like dark projectile spear shoot past, but then suddenly like boomerang round and like skitter, like dun, 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 along the floor.
He should have thrown at disadvantage. We were so far away.
Like, that's his kit.
Ah, okay.
Spear boy.
He's a spear thrower.
Fair.
Plus, they didn't know I was there, so you could argue I'd have like a sneak advantage, which would cancel it out anyway.
That's
Mm,
very
true.
true. That is very true.
True. And the back was turned.
Yep.
All true things.
I feel bad if it wasn't a member of the clergy, but fuck those guys.
At least we now know the Church of Solace is being corrupted for sure.
That was the Inquisition, wasn't it?
Do we?
No one
No.
expects the Spanish Inquisition.
Actually, we would know this. Do we know who we've, just for the record, before we forget we've done it, who we've sent to go investigate that?
Yeah, be one of the Robins.
Yeah,
I'd assume
Robin's
Willow.
the best bet for that.
Probably Miranda, because she's
Yeah,
got
Miranda.
She knows the Inquisition.
Is it
Who's
her
next?
on her
Is it-
own?
No, she'll have gone. You can, in fact, you can decide who you want to send her with.
Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah,
I was
your
gonna,
assets.
I was gonna say, can I send a thingy to the very pale guy? I can never remember his name.
I can never remember his name either, but I can't remember
Thingy.
anyone's names.
The
letter.
guy that a letter to him asking about our certain code, essentially.
Yeah, you
And
send
just-
it to me in chat.
Okay, great. I will do that.
Chat.
Yep, I'm going
Um,
to write a letter as well.
Because
Yes,
he's
send to me.
yeah.
Damn.
Right. Well, next session we've got a lot to explore. You need to get a ship. Is the main objective. Jane Fritz is in jail. Because she killed one of her crew in broad daylight in town in front of the Duke. Duke von Barrow has just constructed his own ship. There's lots of frigates for sale, and there's free companies for hire as well.
Thank you for a good
A
session.
potential jailbreak. Yeah.
Or a potential jailbreak. Or you can, talk to von Barrow. It's not like a big jail cell. Probably talk to Jane Fritz through the
Wait,
bars.
Was that 3 companies as in like they're not attached to anybody, or 3 as in there are 3 of them?
No. As in they're not attached.
Okay.
All right, guys. I'm going to go to the toilet now and do a Lulan. Shall I say do a Poolen?
No.
That's going to be the title.
Do a Poolen.
All right, guys. I'll
Night,
talk to you
Alex.
tomorrow.
Before we go, I just want to remind everybody of Barrel Boy and Wet Patch.
Yeah.
And
That's not
overcompensation.
dying. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know this person.
You are
No.
overcompensation.
Barrel Boy and Wet Patch are
Super
how you will be known by the town members,
Oh,
the
God.
guards.
I mean, it's better than them knowing actually who you are, right?
Significantly, yes.
True.
Probably
All
fit
right,
in.
guys. I'll talk to you in a bit. Bye.
Yeah.
Bye.
Good night.